Hello Summoners, my name is Nathan Ng and welcome back to another ProGuides video. Today we're going to be going over the 10 broken mid laners that you should be abusing in your solo queue games. Starting us off, we got everyone's favorite Icebird, Anivia. Maybe favorite to play, but maybe not against. This powerful control mage is one of the ones that you may see being played more often day by day. Her powerful wave clear alongside her ability to zone off massive areas during fights make her a force to be reckoned with. Her strengths are only pushed further by her new build, which allows her to have much more killing potential early on. Once an Anivia player learns how much damage that she can really do, they become an absolute nightmare to play against. For your summoners, be sure to take Flash and Teleport in most lanes. Feel free to take Ignite if you want to win the lane early on. As for the runes, you'll be taking Electrocute, Cheap Shot, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter, Presence of Mind, and QOTD. These runes are what really make Anivia shine, as it provides her with a powerful burst potential as well as some nice mobility with Relentless Hunter. You'll be starting the game off with a standard Doran's Ring and 2 potions. Try to make your first recall give you enough gold for a refillable potion and a tier so you can begin stacking as soon as possible. For the rest of your items, you'll be going Liandry's, Sorcerer's Shoes, Zanya's, Morellonomicon, finish off with your Archangels, and top off your build with either Void Staff, Rabadon's, or Demonic Embrace. Up next, we've got a champion known for terrorizing solo queue with his level 16. No, I'm not talking about Kale. We're talking about the one and the only Kassadin, or Kassadin. Kassadin has been in an awkward spot since the item rework, but with the new changes to Everfrost alongside people finally getting used to his new power spikes, he's been slowly making his way back into the meta as a powerful pick. Kassadin is extremely weak pre-level 6, but afterwards, he's a fairly safe laner. Once you hit level 11, you can begin to ramp up in damage and begin carrying your games. Per usual, if the game ever reaches the point where you hit level 16, it only becomes easier as your ultimate gains an extremely low cooldown with fairly high damage output. Nonetheless, Kassadin is a very snowbally champ that can make sure that your team wins the long con. For your summoners, you'll be taking Flash and Teleport into almost every single lane. Your weak laning phase means that you'll need to be able to protect yourself and your experience as much as possible. With this in mind, for your runes, you'll be running Fleet Footwork, Presence of Mind, Legend Tenacity, QOTD, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter. These runes will make sure that you can survive the early game and slowly scale as the game goes on. You'll be starting off the game with a refillable potion and Dark Seal in most cases. Versing lanes where you'll be taking heavy amounts of poke, don't be afraid to take a Doran Shield instead. For the rest of your items, you'll be looking to grab a tier on your first recall, and if you didn't pick up a Dark Seal yet, maybe now is the time to. Then you'll be looking to build an Everfrost, Sorcerer's Shoes, Zanya's, finish Archangels, finish your Magi's, and top it off with Rabadon's or Void Staff. This build will allow you to scale well into the late game as well as provide you with some early game power and late game insurance. Overall, you'll be powerful all around. Before we carry on with some more OP picks, let's quickly cover our question of the day. What is your favorite mid laner to play? I personally love playing Katarina. She just has so many fun mechanics to use, and there's nothing more satisfying than dashing around during a team fight with your resets, or just, a fancier way of saying smashing your face on the keyboard. Let us know your answers in the comments down below. Nonetheless, let's hop back into the video. Having his win rate and power slowly creep up from the shadows, we've got Zed. This assassin is making his presence well known in the mid lane as time goes on. His ability to counter a few of the meta mid laners only adds more to this power. Zed is a very snowballing champ who, when ahead, can even assassinate some of the tankiest enemies on the Rift. While Zed can be difficult to learn at first, you'll be met with a ton of fun and a lot of free LP for your troubles. Be sure to take your time learning this one, so that way you can make some flashy plays and outplay your opponents in the blink of an eye. And throw shade at them. Maybe not in all chat. I don't condone that. For your summoners, you'll be taking Flash and Ignite every single time. Your goal is to assassinate your laner or look for roams for kills, so taking anything else can be pretty detrimental at times. As for your laning items, you'll be taking a refillable potion and a longsword to make laning a little bit easier, as well as give you some power if you're able to catch the enemy out for a level 2 all-in. When you're first starting out, feel free to take a Doran Shield if you want, so that way you can slowly ease into his playstyle. For the rest of your items, you'll be looking for Duskblade, Lucidity Boots, Ghostblade, Edge of Night, Sorelda's Grudge, and feel free to pick up a situational item such as Chainsword for anti-heal, GA for survivability, Black Cleaver for additional tank shred, or Serpent's Fang to counter heavy shielding comps. Up next, we got the Pantheon himself. Yeah, just Pantheon. This powerful AD mid begun making his appearance well known as a support that could single-handedly carry games. If he was as powerful with low gold income and decent roaming potential, imagine how strong he can become when people begin abusing him mid. Pantheon offers high damage early on and can absolutely dumpster mid lane matchups. With this easily established lead, he's able to use mid lane to his advantage and look to gank other lanes with a semi-global ultimate. Overall, this pick is worth learning if you love to roam, especially if you play top as your secondary role. For your summoners, you'll be taking Flash and Ignite. Similar to Zed, you're looking to kill your laner multiple times and push your lead into other lanes. Only this time, it's far easier to roam with your massive ult range. As for your runes, make sure to take Conqueror, Triumph, Legend Tenacity, Coup de Grace, Biscuits, and Timework Tonic. You'll be starting off with a corrupting potion to help your trades out so you can go ahead and harass the enemy over time. Be sure to build that habit of using your corrupting potion to take decently long trades. It can be difficult to learn at first or just even remember, but with your time work tonic, it has a lot of power potential. For the rest of your items, you'll be looking to build Eclipse, either Mercury Treads or Plated Steel Caps, Black Cleaver, Sterax, Death's Dance, and your choice of a situational item such as GA for survivability, Chemtank Chainsword for anti-heal, and even Maw if you really need the MR. Seeming to be the complete opposite of Pantheon, we've got Annie. This little girl can light your enemies aflame with her high amounts of damage and burst, as well as having a fairly safe laning phase. She's able to carry teamfights by eliminating vital carries, and overall her teamfighting has a lot of CC for them to play around. If you struggle to CS, Annie can help you there as well, since your Q will refund your mana if you kill the minion with it. Overall, don't be afraid to play Annie. Her simple kit only makes her more dangerous, as you'll be able to focus more of your energy into other areas of your gameplay, such as flaming them with your W or Q or your ultimate. Or just in all chat, but hey, I don't condone that. For your summoner spells, you'll be taking Flash and Ignite. Similar to the other burst champions, your goal is to assassinate your laner and gain a lead, so that way you can go ahead and carry your team through picks. To make this goal easier for runes, be sure to take Electrocute, Cheap Shot, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter, Celerity, and Scorch. You'll be starting off your game out with the Doran's Ring and 2 potions. As for the rest of your items, be sure to pick up Luden's, Sorcerer's Shoes, Zanya's, Morello's, Void Staff, and top it off with Rabadon's Death Cap. Slithering her way onto our list, we've got the Snake of League of Legends, my ex. Just kidding, Cass. This venomous snake offers a high skill ceiling with a fairly basic kit. That being said, don't underestimate how difficult she can be to pull off. Be sure to add some practice before taking her into a ranked game so that way you can learn your way around her insane kiting potential. A small tip to get you started is that you can land at least 3 of your E's if you land your Q. Alongside her high damage, she's able to scale extremely well, offers great outplay potential, and with the new items, hurts a lot in the mid game. Overall, she's a solid pick that can take you far if you put the time into learning her. For your summoner spells, be sure to take Flash and Teleport to help mitigate your early game weakness. As for runes, you'll be going for Conqueror, Presence of Mind, Legend Tenacity, Coup de Grace, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter. You'll be starting the game with Tear and 2 potions. If you feel like you need some extra health, don't be afraid to grab Doran's Ring first and get Tear as soon as possible. For the rest of your items, you'll be going for Liandry's, an Archangel Staff, Zanya's, Rally's Rabadon's, and top it off with either Void Staff or Demonic Embrace. If you like our OP list like this, don't forget that we're doing a ProGuides subscription discount. You can use your code RANKUP2021 to get 20% off your next subscription. If you've never used ProGuides before and are serious about climbing the season, head over to ProGuides.com and enter the code so you can claim your sweet deal and gain access to exclusive guides and, of course, even coaching. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. Watch out for our next pick because it's time for Echo. Or I guess Zillion is also time-based, it doesn't matter. Echo offers safe wave clear with his Q, as well as high burst potential with his E and ultimate. This AP assassin snowballs extremely hard and can eventually reach a point where one misstep can bring an end to anyone on the enemy team, including tanks. This comes with the cost of being a melee mid laner, which can also be a little bit difficult at first, but learning to play safely will allow you to slowly ramp up in power and gain a lead by either killing your laner or picking up kills from skirmishes around the map. Overall, Echo offers a fast-paced playstyle for those of you who want to dive the enemy backline and look to assassinate the carries. Plus, if you mess up, you can always just Zanya's into your W and press R to ult them for massive damage and stun them and just kill them. For your summer spells, you'll be taking Flash and Teleport. If you're confident that you can kill your laner, feel free to take Ignite so you can start snowballing early. As for your runes, you'll be taking Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter, Absolute Focus, and Gathering Storm. This will make sure that you'll have a good amount of burst damage early while still allowing you to have some late game scaling. You'll be starting off the game with a Corrupting Potion so you can take good trades and use your Q to shove the wave quickly. For the rest of your items, you'll be looking to take Hextech Rocket Belt, Sorcerer's Shoes, Lichbane, Zanya's, Void Staff, and top it off by either finishing a Merlenomicon for anti-heal or Rabadon's for extra burst damage. Next up, we got the Mechanical Menace himself, Viktor. This powerful control mage offers you a safe laning phase that eventually turns into the ability to one-shot squishy carries who dare step near you. Besides his E, his kit is fairly easy to manage, so picking him up won't be as hard and as daring as some of the other champions on this list. You'll be looking to clear wave until you're able to pick up some items, and then you'll be able to show off your power in the mid game while skirmishing and dragon fighting, as you'll be able to zone out enemies with your ultimate and W. Overall, Viktor offers a versatile playstyle that is fairly hard to punish in lane due to his safe wave clear potential. For your summoners, you'll be taking Flash and Teleport to help you protect your early game. Since you're playing for your evolutions and items, being able to secure your early game experience and gold is vital. As for your runes, be sure to take up Phase Rush, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter. This will help you kite the enemy as well as give you some nice trading potential due to the synergy between Mana Flow Band, Scorch, Taste of Blood, and your E. You'll be starting off the game with Doran's Ring and 2 potions. Then you'll be looking to build Luden's, Sorcerer's Shoes, Lichbane, Zanya's, Void Staff, and your choice of Merlenomicon for additional anti-heal or Rabadon's for extra damage. Next up, we've got Yone. Yone has been holding the spotlight for quite some time now, and for good reason. His strength as the game goes on can often make him feel unkillable and difficult to play against. Similar to Kassadin, however, his laning phase is extremely weak in most cases and can almost make or break a good game. Nonetheless, be sure to play him a little bit to gain some insight on his power spikes. The longer the game goes on, the bigger the threat you become, as you'll not only be able to lifesteal through high amounts of damage, but you can reach the enemies from extremely far away and kill them before they even know what hit them. For your summoner spells, you'll be taking Flash and Ignite. Occasionally, the opportunity to kill your laner will open up. Ignite will help you take this window and get yourself a lead so you can go ahead and begin snowballing the game in your favor. As for runes, we'll be running Fleet Footwork, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter. As we mentioned, your early game is extremely weak and can be easily punished. Taking Fleet and Taste of Blood will allow you to survive the laning phase and just get some CS without losing too much health. Alongside these runes, you'll be starting off the game with a Doran's Blade and a potion for additional lifesteal. If you're versing a heavy poke champion, don't be afraid to start Doran's Shield instead. As for the rest of your items, you'll be looking to rush Berserker Greaves, pick up a Shield Bow, an Infinity Edge, a Bloodthirster, a GA, and a Mortal Reminder for some anti-heal. Don't forget, if you need anti-heal, be sure to pick up your Executioner's Calling early on. Last but certainly not least, we've got Galio Justice. While it is strange that his middle and last name are the same, his presence in the mid lane is nothing short of crazy. His ability to shut down popular picks and allow powerful roaming potential means that he's quite the force to be reckoned with. Due to his melee range, he can be a little bit difficult to get used to at first, but his high damage abilities allow him to chunk champions for quite a bit and survive the fight due to his innate tankiness. Overall, Galio is a mid laner with a basic kit that can offer a lot of players a solution to some of their least favorite mid lane matchups. For your summoner spells, you'll be looking to take Flash and Teleport so that you can roam the map without being punished too hard. As for your runes, make sure you take Aftershock, Shield Bash, Bone Plating, Overgrowth, Nymph's Cloak, and Transcendence. These runes will allow you to tank enemy hits and take good trades due to your high base damage. You'll be starting the game off with a standard 2 potions and a Doran's Ring. Afterwards, you'll build into Hextech Rocket Belt, either plated Steel Caps or Mercury Treads, Zanya's, Morellonomicon, Void Staff, and top it off with either a Rabadon's or a Demonic Embrace. That pretty much sums up our video. Don't forget to join our ProGuides family at ProGuides.com or through the Discord in the link down below. We offer exclusive giveaways on the Discord and classes on the website that you won't catch anywhere else, so stay tuned. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.